Hey Cancer, thank you so much for tuning into your X reading. I hope you're all feeling fabulous and are safe no matter where you are in the world. So the X reading, backed by popular demand from our beautiful viewers and subscribers. Definitely not everyone's cup of tea. If you're not interested in knowing about your ex, then you may find a message within the love readings, which I've linked to this video for you to check out if you like. However, there are those of us that are still working through some challenging energies, finding it difficult to release, heal, let go, and this is definitely the reading for you. If you're new to Soul Embers, hi, my name is Andrea. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you find a message in this reading today that you can apply to your life in ways that are helpful and obviously help you work through any transition period that you're going through. Everything you guys need to know about me and the channel's in the description box below. And for those interested, I do take personal readings and would be more than happy to do one for you. My contact details are below. All right, Cancer, what is this about? Let's have a look and see what your overall energy is when it comes to love in general, you know, and how this ex has triggered you. Okay, so the cards are popping. Control. You are trying to control something that needs to be released. You know what I get from this card, Cancer? I'm feeling, and there's a bit of a glare, sorry. There we go. I'm feeling that you're really frustrated at the control your love life. This is for love in general, and maybe you're looking back in retrospect on your past relationships, on situationships, or whatever your case may be, whatever your story is, and there is an element that, you know, when it comes to your romantic partners, the good makes everything else in your world highlighted and you do well. If things are bad, it affects every other aspect of your life in a not so positive way either. Your love life seems to really control your mood and your approach to life in general. And I feel that you're trying to find ways that you can still function and still be, I guess, successful and still be able to pursue your goals, your personal, spiritual, even your career goals when things are not so good in the love department. And so I guess a lot of weight is placed on the success of a relationship, on the success of something coming to fruition in a way that you value. And so you may fight very hard for that because you understand how it actually affects every aspect of your life. And you're starting to see now that there has to be a point where you are able to put certain standards, or I call them standards, others call them boundaries. Let's call them boundaries. You stand by your boundaries so that you are not affected in every other area of your life until you find ways that you can separate, let's say, the two, your love life from every other department of your life. And so with that message, I get you are trying to control something that needs to be released. Your control over how something eventuates, because of the gravity it has on your emotional well-being and your ability to carry out life in general. That's why so much emphasis is placed on someone else's motives, someone else's intentions, fear. That comes from a place of fear, of because you don't, you may not know how you can work through things in a way where, you know, if things don't go the way you want them to, and you release that control and you allow them space to show you their true colors, you don't know you have what it takes to catch yourself. That's what I'm getting. Whereas if that fear was to be removed, you would allow someone the space to show you who they truly are. And in fact, you would encourage that so that you can get to the core of whether or not the two of you align. So that's the type of message I'm getting for the Cancers that I'm connecting with at this time. And when it comes to love and life in general, and how your love life is affecting you overall, right? But let's break this down and let's see, how are you feeling about this ex and what brings you here? What is it that you're working through right now, Cancer? How can I be of service to you today? Orphaned. Okay, wow. Okay, so abandonment. You feel that this ex abandoned you, rejected you. You feel left out. You may feel that a whole community has kind of shut the door on you. You've lost, maybe other than just one person, the most important one being an intimate partner, you've lost a community of people, maybe their family or friends, and you feel completely shut out by this ex. This card has come up in almost every reading I've done so far. All right, give me a moment and let's pull out the last card. Okay, great. So there is this energy surrounding you at the moment, Cancer, that is quite exposed, vulnerable, confused, really off center, a little bit shocked. I'm getting that you're going through this. It's not even a victim mentality. I would never say it's a victim mentality. Let's put it, it's more of that, how did this happen? Not why did this happen to me and why does this keep happening? It's more of a, how did this happen? What didn't I see coming? It's really throwing you off center, and you feel that you really need to retreat your energy so you can gather yourself and kind of tend to the wounds that this has brought into your world. The person you're connecting with, meanwhile, this ex of yours, is really taking the time to let it breathe. Let it breathe, let it be, see how things are unfolding, see what you're going to do. They may be at this time concerned about how you're going to retaliate, concerned about your well-being. There is a very caring energy surrounding them and you, Cancer. I feel that they may have made a decision. I feel the decision for them to withdraw their energy and to kind of tap out of this came well and truly before a decision to leave this was made. So you may have ultimately made the decision to leave, but that was because they stopped reciprocating. Or that there may have been a build-up where they stopped reciprocating and eventually, you know, the end came. Cancer, I'm going to quickly press pause because the lighting is really bad and I'd like to turn the lighting on. Give me one moment. That is just a wee bit better, I think. Let's turn it just a bit. Aha, I think I've got it. Yeah, so they seem to be really weighing up the pros and the cons. They needed to clear their head. I feel that they needed to clear their head. They needed to just sit with this situation away from you to be able to think things through. Now, whether they did it in a dignified way or whether they did it in a really underhanded way, it depends on your situation. But I'm getting that they did tread carefully upon making this decision. and things weren't sitting right with them for some time. All right, let's break this down a little bit more. Let's dig a little bit deeper and see what this is about. You know, I'm starting to get a lot of messages. There is such a beautiful, tender way to you, Cancer. Really, really nurturing, coming from a place of true compassion and understanding. Very soft soul, very soft energy, very powerful. Don't get me wrong. You know, you could definitely be, you could definitely have boundaries in place. You could have all your ducks in a row. You could be one that can manage a lot of responsibility in your life and, you know, be in a position where people do look up to you and look to you for guidance. And it is because of your ability to truly connect on an emotional level with people that they feel understood and they feel comfortable. The thing here is that it is from your experience of giving unconditional love that you know, because you're so willing to love. Because when you're in love, or when you love, whether it be relationships or friends, or your whatever it is that you do for your career or creatively, it really comes from your heart, from deep within. If your heart's not in it, you're not going to do it. And you've learned a lot of lessons, and because you love so deeply, the loss is great as well. And it's your experiences that make you so wise, that make others feel understood. It makes them feel really safe to talk to you. And this is the energy that you shared with this person. And I feel, Cancer, that, you know, you came into their life and you showered them with unconditional love, understanding, but you were very pragmatic as well. And you knew that love isn't going to, let's say, pay the bills, or love isn't going to really help. Just love does not help the relationship grow. There needs to be progress, and there needs to be effort put in on a daily making a conscious effort to keep the relationship vital. And this is something that you started to see, that this person was, even though receiving so much of your unconditional love and affection, they weren't able to reciprocate in a way that was allowing this to take form in the way you wanted it to. So it seems like this person is really holding back. They've really surrendered this. They're surrendering it, and they're allowing, you know, the universe to do with it what is in their best interest. They're definitely feeling extremely attracted to you, Cancer. Still very, very passionate. There's a lot of chemistry there. There's a lot of physical attraction. There is a lot of spark and magnetism, but they're trying extremely hard to hold that back because they know that it's not in your best interest. I don't feel that this person is coming from a space of, I guess, They're not coming from a space of wanting to take advantage of you. They see your value. They see how hard you've tried. They see how beautiful your soul is. And frankly, I don't think they believe that they're worthy of that, and that they need to sort themselves out before they can even come near you. And so while they've decided to surrender this to the universe and let the pieces fall as they may, they're still keeping an eye on you, Cancer. They're still very much attracted and energetically connected to you. I love this reading. Oh my gosh, I love this reading. Okay, you know, this king is the epitome of understanding, compassion, comes from the heart space, really connects with people on an emotional level. This king, though, he's also very much in control of his emotions, and he knows that his strongest asset can also be the weakest link for him. And so he's learnt how to manage those and keep his feelings under wraps. And what I feel has happened here for you, Cancer, is you have snapped. And no matter how much you care for this person, you are going to look forward and into the future. You're very, very tired of being hurt. And, you know, it's almost like a relationship or a situationship or whatever you want to call your situation comes to a particular level where you become emotionally invested and open yourself up, and then for some reason they retreat their energy. I think it does have to do with some self-sabotage here, and a place of fear and a block. Most definitely the block, I would say, would come from the sacral. Something has happened that has traumatized you in the past, and it's created a real block in the sacral, and you're limited in there in a past a certain point when it comes to a relationship. And all we need to do is work through that sacral space, and work through that trauma that was created from a particular experience. Or maybe it could even be a combination of experiences that have mounted and just energetically created a bigger and a bigger and a bigger block in that area. But that's what I'm feeling for you, that you've really had enough. And the truth is that what I'm strongly getting is I'm experiencing pain. I've experienced pain where I want the pain to go away and I want the person back in the past. And the bottom line is I still experience that pain, and I still did not feel the same, and I didn't have the result I wanted when I had that other person back. I experience pain when they're in my life and they're not reciprocating. It's the same type of disappointment. It's the same type of pain. I experience pain when they've left and they are making no effort to come back my way. And you've finally come to this decision where I'm experiencing pain as it is. I might as well just run with it, ride that wave, and stop trying to increase my value in anyone's eyes, and just focus on building myself and finding where this problem is so that I can really create some solid boundaries around my heart space without shutting out love altogether. It's going to get to the point where I completely lose faith in love. And that's a big thing for Cancer, who comes from the heart space. And so I feel that no matter how upset or hurt you are, or how much you want this person back, or how passionate they feel about you, you've had enough. And you're looking towards a new opportunity. You want something that's going to really ignite passion and that's going to shower you with the same and reciprocate that same type of love and match your energy. You are now starting to see that what you have to offer is so unbelievably valuable. You are so unbelievably valuable that you need to protect that. And before you can do anything with this ex or anyone else, you need to make sure that you take care of yourself first, nurture yourself and put yourself first so that you are able to find someone that can reciprocate and stop limiting yourself. Very strong message. The message that Spirit has for you is they literally want you to know that it's time for you to awaken the passion within you. Some work on that sacral chakra is needed from what I can see. Awaken that passion within you. Whatever gets you up in the morning and you feel that spark inside you, like deep down inside, where you start to smile from the inside out, go with that. Intuitively follow that, Cancer. See where that leads you because it is in direct connection with your heart space. Really embrace the Queen of Wands energy who has learned from her experiences. She is the type of queen that is that her passion is so infectious. It's so charming. It's so unbelievably attractive. Her carefree attitude where she don't give a shit what anybody thinks. You know, she rocks, absolutely rocks whatever her, I guess, her flaws are, what would be perceived as flaws. She's more than open to discuss those. She doesn't care. She's got her own back. And the way she connects with people around her is through her ability to take risks, knowing that whatever's going to happen, she can catch herself if she falls. And that is what builds that confidence. And that confidence is what becomes so attractive, because what she's most concerned about is how she deals with her life, not how it's viewed by others. And so Spirit wants you to really embrace the Queen of Wands. Take this opportunity, harness her, look up the Queen of Wands and her personality if you like, and really try and harness that, because it's going to unlock your heart space and the block that has created a trauma in that space, and allow you to peel back those layers and start putting boundaries in place so that you never feel that sense of rejection again, because you've got your own back. It will help you work through the loss that you're feeling. You're deeply, like this woman, she's got her hand on her heart and she's counting her losses, and you're deeply disappointed over this loss and the many losses that came before that. And it is through you, I feel there is going to be some type of communication eventually that's going to break out with this person. And as much as you would have wanted it to be different, I don't feel you're going to take the opportunity. And that is going to inspire you to change the way you view love and the way you accept and reciprocate it. All right, Cancer, I hope you found that helpful. Guys, please do comment below. I love reading your comments. I read all of them. I don't respond to them. I wish I could. I want to respond to all of them, but I actually don't have the time. Not only does it help me better connect with who's on the other side of this camera, it also helps me connect with your energy, which I use for future readings. So if this message resonates and it's something that you want to explore deeper on how you can really start to build that core confidence, self-esteem, standards, understanding your values, and how to uphold those, I'd love to do a reading for you. Reach out. Other than that, have a great month. Bye, Cancer.